So I wanted to go over some of the frequently asked questions that I get usually at the last week of the 6 weeks or the week before the last week of the 6 weeks. These are things that people want to know. So the first question I get is, what can I do to raise my grade? Well, you can do corrections. You can come in before, after school, or at lunch to complete corrections for 1/2 credit back. You'll have 1 week to make corrections after that assignment is posted in the gradebook. You can turn in quality work on time. It is always better and easier to do it the best you can the first time than to find out that, oh, she's really reading my papers and now I don't have the grade I want and I have to go back and do it again. You can attend tutoring to understand the content better. Sometimes we maybe went too fast, or there's something that you need explained in a different way than it was explained to the rest of the class. So come in for tutoring, and that is, again, before, after school, or at lunch, okay? So either way, if you get it at lunch, you can just run down and get your lunch, or if you bring your own lunch, you can just come straight in here. You can eat in here and work while you're eating. Ask questions, talk to me, do what you need to do. Before or after school, please let me know you're coming. I am here by 7:30, and unless something happens, and then after school, I am almost always here till 4:15 or 4:30, but once in a while I do have a meeting or something, so just let me know you're coming, especially after school. Before school, I am here 99% of the time by 7:30, before 7:30. Check the board for papers with no name. Right now I'm looking and I see 3 papers with no name on them posted up there. So you may be like, man, why do I have a 0 on this? If you have a 0 in the grade book, that means that it is missing. If you turn in a piece of paper and I know that it's yours, even if you did almost nothing on it, I will give you a 10 or a 20 or, whatever grade you actually get on the paper for putting your name on it, basically, and turning it in. But you won't have a 0. If you have a 0, that means that I am not seeing the paper, or I am not able to identify that it is actually yours. So look up there and see the no name stuff. Why is the assignment I turned in late not in the grade book yet? I get that all the time. So students in this class, you're required to do 15 minutes of tutoring or remediation for each day an assignment is late. So if you turn it in 2 days late, it's 30 minutes. I may be waiting for you to come in before, after school, or at lunch, and come in and see me and talk to me about the grade and why it's late. And, we're going to try to fix that problem of turning in late. We're going to figure out, we're going to organize your backpack, or we're going to work on our study skills, or we're going to relearn that content, whatever it is that was making you struggle with that assignment so that it did not get turned in on time. Because I try to give you plenty of time to do the assignments, and I try to make it very clear when I expect them to be turned in. In fact, if you come in every day and read my projector, you will see if there's anything that needs to be turned in, it will be posted there on the projector, and it should be the first thing that you see. All right, when will my late work be placed in the gradebook? I get this one a lot too. Someone will turn in something a week and a half, 2 weeks late, and then 5 minutes later they're like, are you going to put it in the gradebook now? Are you going to put it in the gradebook now? Are you going to put it in the gradebook now? So here's my statement for that. After you have turned in the work and then you've completed your tutoring remediation time, then I will grade your late assignment, okay? And so give me a day or two after you've come into tutoring, and it should be in the grade book by then. Why is my grade so low? Sometimes people ask that, and the fact is that as we're moving up into pre-AP and getting you ready for AP, A work is exceptional work. Adequate or minimal answers are not exceptional work. So when people are like, but I did it and I have all the right answers, in an English class, you're expected to have just really full, complete answers are those A answers, are those 95 to 100 answers. So you don't get a 100 just for doing things. On a multiple choice test that is right or wrong, yes, it will be right, but that's why we've been working on our short answer process this year, because that's if it's a very minimal incomplete answer, if you don't flesh out your thinking, that's not going to be exceptional work that gets those really, really high grades. Always complete sentences are required, unless it's notes, unless it's something specific where I say you do not have to have complete answers or complete sentences. And then sometimes people 3 weeks later will be like, well, I was absent on that day that you did and turned in this great assignment that now I'm missing, but I was absent, so how was I to know that you actually did work when I was absent? So what we, again, in 8th grade, you're going to assume that yes, we did work the whole 50 minutes for class when you were absent. Okay, we can't stop. I wish we could, but we can't stop when everybody's absent. So the first thing you're going to do is check Schoology. And if possible, check Schoology even before you come back. If you're gone and you're not, sick, if you're sick and you need to rest, we understand you need to rest. But if you're just kind of at home and you had an appointment or something and you're sick, but you're not that sick that you can do your schoolwork, check on Schoology. Your next step is going to be check with your table group. Hey, what did we do yesterday? What did we do when we were gone? What did we turn in? And then third, go ahead and check with me. Is there an assignment that I missed from yesterday, or where do I go to get my missed work from yesterday? Unfortunately, again, in your higher level classes, you're not always gonna have a piece of paper that I can hand you. We're not handing you worksheets every day that you're filling out and turning them in. We're discussing, we're spending lots of time writing, we're thinking, we're doing a lot of processes. So, make sure that you are talking to me and talking to other people as you miss school, because we do want to get you caught up, but you may need to come in for that tutoring time to really get, it's hard if you ask me between classes, hey, what did I miss yesterday? To get you filled in on 50 minutes of learning during that 5-minute passing period. So hope this helps, and talk to me if you have any questions or if you need anything. We're here to help get you that grade that you want to have in this class.